hanging the drywall, doing the finishing. Now, I haven't mentioned much about the different products that I use. I've been doing this a real long time, and when I first started, grabber was just about the only drywall screw anybody would use, okay? And today, I don't know why anybody else would use anything other than grabber. They have the best quality screws. They're great for hanging drywall. The framing screws are unbelievably sharp, and they work very well. And the last thing you want to do is when you're putting framing together that your screw is dancing all over the place. You want a nice sharp screw that penetrates the metal and puts your studs together. Okay, on our drywall finishing, we like our mesh tape. Grabber makes a really good mesh tape that adheres to the wall very well when you're running around putting on your tape, so you don't have to put it on with mud, and you're able to just press it on, move forward, then come back, mix your mud, and get it going. So in my opinion, I've been a general contractor for a lot of years, but as I grew up in the trade, which I've been doing this over 40 years, okay, grabber is the one that we use. My dad used it. We use it all the time. That's the only screw I would buy, okay? All right, now let's get finished. I'm going to show you now the rest of this project.
Now for the flat, you just get your mud on your flat, bring it all the way across. Now take your trowel and you put the one edge on, you're lifting up towards the center, and just run a complete stroke all the way down. Then once you get to the other side, you now put your blade on the bottom and you just put pressure on that corner blade and let the blade be up so that it moves the mud up to the center. Now that you have plenty of mud in the center, you have the top and the bottom edges clean, now you run right down the center. Pull it tight, bring it all the way through. If you have to go over the second time, go ahead and do so, but you want to just run it nice and flat and smooth, get away from it, and this is now the second coat on your flat. It looks really good. Now I'm going to show you the rest.
Oh, okay. I'm just cleaning up some of my joints here and areas because now we did our flats, okay? Now we're going to do the butt joint, which, remember now, the butt joint is the toughest one, so that's why I'm emphasizing for you on this one. Okay, so we have our butt joint. Now you take your 6 with you. See if you have any ridges. Knock them down, okay? You could run the sandpaper over it if you wanted to. I generally keep that in my pocket, and then I'm able to take care of it as I go, so I'm not having to go back and forth. All right, remember, have your knife, which side you're going to use. Get some mud on, take it off the corners. Run it down one side. Don't forget to go all the way through your flat. Okay? Get plenty of mud on. Don't worry about it. Get plenty of mud on. I'm using a 12-inch knife, and I'm going both sides of the butt joint. Remember, all the way through the butt joint. All right, now I'm going to wipe down one side. Keep your knife clean. Wipe down the other side. Okay, we got a couple hitchhikers here, so hit it again, just lightly. See if it pulls those hitchhikers out. If it doesn't, then you're going to have to pull them out with the tip of your knife and hit it again. Okay, now we run down the center. Enough pressure that you're moving all the mud, but not leaving a ridge. We're a little tight here, we have a ridge here. So we're going to have to hit this side again. Very lightly on this side. Pulling all the way through your flat. Okay. Okay, that's it. Don't wipe off too much, but wipe off enough. You don't want to see the paper, and you don't want to have a ridge on either side. Now, if you wind up with a slight imperfection, you'll take that out with sandpaper. But that's it. Okay, I'm going to go around and finish all my inside corners. Hope this has helped you out. Doing your flats, real simple. Okay, doing your butt joints a little harder, but you can make it nice and flat. Coating your corner beads. Just keep doing what I showed you. Okay, your next coat, your next coat. Depending on your level of finish is how many coats you're going to have to do. Okay, and you should get paid more for each time that you have to do an additional coat over the 3. Okay, building with Papa. Okay, now that you've completed your finishing, all right, now you come to the sanding part. Now, a lot of people don't like this part, but this is a very important part. You've done a lot of hard work on getting this mud on, okay, and getting it nice and flat. Don't put someone on it who doesn't know what they're doing, and they're going to sand away your work, and you're going to have to come back and fix it, okay? I see a lot of guys, they burn the paper, okay, because they sand too much. You should have done such a nice tight job that you have to lightly sand it. That's it. I'll show you right here. All you're doing is you're going to grab the edge, come down the middle, and grab the other edge. Okay? And back up. That's it. Okay? If you feel a spot that may need a little more, you go down in there and do that. Okay? Make sure you don't burn the paper. Now that's fine. That's it. Okay? Your screws. That's it. Okay? Keep your sanding pole, keep your pad nice and flat with the wall. Okay? Don't let it hop around. If it starts to hop around, do like I did. I just spun it around, moved it so it runs nice and flat. Okay? And that's it. Your sanding is done. Okay? If you want to take a hand sander and check a few other spots that you just lightly do, just go ahead and do that. Okay? Now there's different levels of finish. This here is just a basic finish, maybe a level 3. Okay? Level 4, if you're going to put a higher gloss paint on, so you're going to need to go through it more. And then a level 5 is if you use a real high gloss paint or an epoxy. At that point, you're actually shining lights down the wall to find all the imperfections. You're sanding by hand. You're hitting all little touch-ups to get to a level 5. Now, all these levels mean you're doing more work, so you should get paid more money for it, okay? So first, find out what the finish is, find out the level of finish they're looking for, so that you can give them the proper price, okay? Well, I hope all of this has helped you through this whole thing. Tell your friends. Anybody wants to learn a trade, make a comment. I'd be glad to put a video together to help you to be able to do a trade that you go out into the construction field and earn a living. This way you can go anywhere. I mean anywhere. If you can do construction, you can make a living and put some food on the table. All right, Building with Papa. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this.
Don't forget to use grabber screws. They're your high quality screws. You'll be glad that you purchased them. Grabber products are the best that I have ever used. All right, thank you. Have a good day.